So I've been a minor league baseball fan for many years, and I've been to a lot of minor league baseball games, and therefore I've seen a lot of minor league baseball players. And many of those players that I've watched have made it into the big leagues. So today I'm going to share with you 10 Major League Baseball players that I watched in the minor leagues. First up is Ali Solis. Currently he is playing for the Chicago Cubs AAA team, and he hasn't been in the big leagues in 4 years, and he doesn't even have a big league hit yet. But he should come back either this year or next year. I think he's on the 40-man roster, but I'm not sure. I really hope he comes back because I enjoyed watching him play a lot. So some of you may not have heard of Ali Solis before, but that's okay because this guy, I'm sure you have heard of him because he just pitched a no-hitter a few weeks ago. It's Sean Manaea. I watched him play one game, and that was back in 2014 while he was with the Wilmington Blue Rocks. He pitched 7 innings and struck out 6 batters and didn't allow a single run. It was pretty obvious that he was a good pitcher, but I had no idea that he would do this good in the major leagues. Next up is Trey Mancini. I watched him play a bunch of games with the Frederick Keys a few years ago, and he did pretty good with the Baltimore Orioles in 2017 as he hit 24 home runs and had 78 RBIs. Everybody knows who this next guy is. It's Francisco Lindor. He's been a fantastic shortstop for the Cleveland Indians for the past few years, and I watched him play minor league baseball at a couple different levels, and he is just a fantastic baseball player, and he has a great career ahead of him. This is Enny Romero. He's a left-handed pitcher who came up with the Tampa Bay Rays organization, and he was a starting pitcher until he got to the big leagues where he made the transition to the bullpen. Last year he played with the Washington Nationals, who traded him to the Pittsburgh Pirates at the beginning of 2018. This is White Sox third baseman Nicky Delmonico. When I watched him play, he seemed to have very good contact, he had a lot of power, he was a very good fielder, and he seemed to have a lot of speed. And I'm sure he'll be a valuable third baseman for years to come. Taylor Motter is up next, and he is currently an infielder for the Seattle Mariners. When I watched him play, the thing I noticed most was how much energy this guy has. He always seemed to be moving around and having a lot of fun on the baseball field. Drafted by the Cleveland Indians 5th overall a few years ago, this is Clint Frazier. Unfortunately, he didn't play in the big leagues with the Indians, but he did make his major league debut last year with the New York Yankees. Angels fans will know who this is. It's Parker Bridwell. He was very impressive in 2017 with a 10-3 record and a 3.64 ERA, but in 2018 things have not been so good for him as he was sent back down to the minor leagues to work on his stuff. The last player I'm going to share with you is Sean Morimando. He only played a couple of games with the Cleveland Indians in 2016, but he is on the 40-man roster in 2018, so if somebody gets injured or if they need him for some reason, he may very well come back up into the big leagues sometime during 2018. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. There will be a part 2 and probably a part 3 to this video sometime down the road because there are a lot of players that I've seen in the minor leagues that made it to the big leagues. But I want to hear from you guys. What players have you seen in the minor leagues that made it to the big leagues? Let me know in the comments below because I'm really interested to see what players you guys have seen. And I guess I'll see you next week with a brand new video.